Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige Olivia. If you are new, welcome to my channel. If you are new, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. We have a lot of fun on this channel. I know today's video is a little bit of a darker, kind of serious topic, but we do have a lot of fun. I post fashion videos, makeup videos, beauty, lifestyle, vlogs, all that good stuff. I post it every Monday night, so definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button if you are new, and if you are not new, welcome back, of course. Thank you for joining in, and today I am going to talk to you a little bit about my story. This is a pretty recent story, I would say, kind of how my story unfolded. Of course, my story has been going for 24 years now, but I just wanted to sit down and film a really chill, relaxed video and just kind of tell you what I've been going through and kind of give you inspiration and hope if you're going through a dark time or a hard place. I've been there and I know what it's like. I'm gonna try not to cry in this video, but I just want to share my experience, and I feel like God is kind of telling me there are other people going through what you're going through, and He put me in this position to maybe be able to help other people. So if I can share and guide you and help you and inspire you to keep going in any way, I hope that my story is able to do that. So without further ado, let's just get on into this story. So my story, I guess, of course, started 24 years ago, but starting in high school, I started to develop a little bit of depression, and I didn't know it at the time, really. I've heard of depression, but I didn't think that I was going through it. I knew I felt sad and alone, and but I didn't really know why, and there wasn't a certain reason as to why I felt that way, and I just didn't understand it. So yeah, I just felt really sad and I couldn't explain it. There was nothing bad that happened. Everything in my life was fine. I played sports, I had friends, but I just felt really alone in this world, and I felt like the whole world was like crashing on top of me. That's the best way to explain it. I just felt really lonely and sad, even though there was no really reason behind it. Fast forward a little bit, after college, I had a great college experience. It started off kind of rough, but I ended up having a really great college experience. I met so many amazing friends. I met my amazing boyfriend, and I really did enjoy my college experience. So then I went into the working world, and I worked an office job that I really, really liked. I love everybody that I work with, and that was a lot of fun, but I developed depression again. And I didn't really notice it until afterwards when I was in a really, really dark place. I have a hard time noticing it when I'm slipping into depression. I kind of don't notice it until I get really, really deep into it. So it progressed slowly, and there was a lot of events that were happening during this time that kind of led to the depression this time. It wasn't just a depression, it was because of certain things that were happening in my life, and I'll get into that a little bit in a little bit. But yeah, so during this time, my boyfriend moved away and went to med school, and I'm so proud of him. He's doing amazing, and I wouldn't have it any other way. He's doing so great, and he's happy, and he's doing what he loves, so I'm so very proud of him. But that was a big change, not being able to see him. We are in a long distance relationship even when he was not in med school. He's from Canada and I'm from here. We did meet in college, and then after college, of course, he went back home and I stayed here, so that was a little hard. So that was a bit challenging. It was something getting used to, so I think that maybe had a little bit to do with it, but of course not all. I think the biggest reason for my depression was that a lot of people in my family started to pass away, and one of the hardest that I had to deal with was my cousin passing away. I don't want to get too detailed because it's just not my story to share, but he passed away very suddenly at a very young age, and then 6 months, so it was very difficult time. It was very sudden, and it was really a lot to take in. It kind of snapped me back to reality, and just it's like life is so short. You just never know when life's going to be taken from you. And that was really something that I had to like harness and get a grip on. And then 6 months after my cousin passed away, my other cousin passed away. And again, it was very sudden, it was unexpected, and so it was just a lot of young lives were lost and during this time, and it was just so sad, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit because they were not much older than I am at this point. And then 6 months after my cousin passed away, my other cousin, my grandma passed away, and then a month after that, my grandpa passed away. So it was just a lot in a short period of time, and just a little over a year. I had 4 really close people pass away, and it was just a lot to take in and to deal with. You just never know when life ends. You think you have this whole long life ahead of you, and sometimes that's just not the case, and it really triggered me. And at this point is when I started to develop an anxiety disorder. So the anxiety disorder that I have is called OCD. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. And there's many different forms. My form is not like a lot of people's. Most of the time you probably will recognize my form of OCD, but it can deal with a ton of different things. Mine just happens to deal with germs, and I started freaking out with germs. I stayed in my room. I wasn't able to go out in public hardly at all. I had a really difficult time being around my family, just being around any person. That the deaths in my family kind of started to trigger this, and it made me closed off. I became very depressed because I wasn't able to see people. I had to quit my job. I wasn't able to go and live life like I normally was. It became a very dark point in my life, and it was extremely hard to get through. But I'm here telling my story, so it has a happy ending. But I started going to counseling and getting help, and eventually it got to the point where I just felt like my only other option was to get on medication. So I started medication, and that definitely helped. It made the world of difference, but I still had to make the changes on my own, the different steps it took to get through my anxiety and my OCD. So with the medication, it definitely did help, but I still had to push through and persevere. And if you're dealing with an anxiety disorder or OCD, you know that it is just something that you deal with on a daily basis. It really never goes away. It may get easier at times than others, but it just doesn't go away. It's always there, lingering in the background, and you just are always afraid that it's going to creep up on you. That's the best way I could put it. So I started dealing with depression and the anxiety disorder at the same time, and I went through a really dark place. I didn't see my friends for months and months and months. I barely saw my parents or my sister, even though I lived in the same house as them. I just couldn't pull myself out of bed. I couldn't go out of my room. It was just a really difficult time. And as I started taking the medication, I started being able to go out more, to venture out. And during this time, believe me, it was not easy. I had to push myself every single day to get up and take a shower and get ready and go out and interact with people. And I was still deathly afraid of just people. And just going through this difficult time really gave me strength, I would say. I am so much stronger than I was before, and I not to toot my own horn or anything like that, but I just feel so strong that if I can get through this, I can get through anything. So there is a happy ending. I'm doing amazing now. I have a new job that I absolutely love. I'm spending time with my friends. I'm working out again. I still have OCD, of course, but it's just something that I've learned to deal with. Anxiety, of course, I will always have it. But one thing I'm realizing as I learn, I've definitely kept this to myself a lot, and I didn't want to share because I was embarrassed. So, yeah, I just want to encourage you all. If it wasn't for God, I would not have gotten through this time. And I mean that. Like, I give all the glory to Him. Thank God that I was able to get through it. And so many people were praying for me and keeping me in their thoughts and prayers. And if it wasn't for them, I don't know if I would have gotten through it. It was just a really, really extremely difficult experience. And I thank God for my family and my friends and my boyfriend who was there for me every step of the way, and they didn't judge me. But I'm just so thankful to have them in my life. And here I am today. I have a new job that I love. I'm able to post new content for you guys. I love doing this. I'm so happy again. I'm taking workout classes that I really love taking. I love working out, and now I'm in the headspace that I'm able to, and it really helps with my mental health. And I'm just in a really, really good place right now. Of course, I still have OCD. I have anxiety. It's definitely gone down so much. Like, the anxiety has decreased so much. And I think that deals with, number one, the time that's passed since all of the passings. But I'm doing great. I just want to encourage you all to keep going. Don't give up. Suicide is not the answer. There are so many people that love you and care about you. I love you and I care about you, even though we've never met or we haven't talked. Definitely leave a comment down below if you would like, or if you want it more private. You can hit me up on my Instagram at xoxo Paige Olivia and DM me there. I would love to chat with you. If you're going through a hard time, if you're going through depression or anxiety or any other type of mental health issue, or just if you're having a bad day, contact me. I would love to hear from you, and I would love to help you get through it. We can get through it together. Don't give up. Just keep believing in God, believing that there is a way out and that you will be okay. Don't give up. Just keep believing in God. God will bring you through this. Even if it is the most terrible time in your life, He will bring you through it. It happened to me like miraculously. I came out of a really hard time, and I know that you can too. So just keep believing, have the faith, lean on your brothers and sisters in Christ, lean on your friends and your family, and I promise you that you will get through this. Nothing is too great or too big for God to handle. Even if it seems like you aren't able to handle it anymore, He is there and He is going to help you get through it. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of encouragement. I wanted to share my story with you. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for listening to my story. I hope it didn't get too dark and sad for you, but again, it has a happy ending, and I just want to encourage you all that you guys will be okay, and so will I. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. XOXO.